The scary sequel.
Hey everybody, RockPaperMario here, and welcome to another contribution to Summertime Radness 2, the scary sequel. What we are going to be doing in this video is I thought I was going like past the levels, I was going crazy. What we are going to be doing in this video is unfortunately not being joined by Splishable Infinitive like back in the good old days where we were doing a co-op of this game. Cry, cry, weep, weep. But we are going to be checking out two of my favourite galaxies in the entire game, one of which is the delightfully devilish Blue Moon Galaxy. There's a couple of things that just make me really love this galaxy. First of all, just like the general, like this, for that planet, we will get to it, but I love it. And I know like I have a tendency to kind of be a little bit, I wouldn't say like unfair. I definitely wouldn't say like I'm unfair to Mario Galaxy 2, because I think like my reasonings for preferring Galaxy 1 are pretty sound. Do you know, that kind of way? Like I just think there aren't as many kind of like big open planets in Galaxy 2 as there are in Galaxy 1, which is what I would have liked. And they were like my favorite levels in Galaxy 1. But also I just think also I think like, well no, that actually is the main reason actually. I tell a lie, that is the entire reason. It's just because like I don't know, like a lot of the levels seem to be just like these kind of like small little like these small little collections of little planets or whatever, which I don't necessarily which for me like is not necessarily exactly the thing that I want. So just that's exactly what I mean actually. I don't know why I like decided to say what I wanted to say and then made it so complicated, but the fact that Mario Galaxy 2 has so, excuse me, don't like kill me just because I was like decided to hit into a block there. That's exactly one of the things that I do end up loving about Mario Galaxy 2, because you end up with like little planets like this, which you don't really get on Super Mario Galaxy, if you know what I mean. Like this is like a really cool planet, which is just like a crescent moon, where, and as I say, it's just like a small little, seemingly like insignificant planet, but it has its own like charm because it's just like a small little puzzle. And it's the same with like the two planets that we were just on. They're like their own tiny little world all in one, which can be extremely charming as well. And as I say, like this one has like just a really amazing sort of trick to it, because if you look at it, first of all you think, oh, it's just like a flat picture of a creepy garden, and then you press this button which gets the ball rolling, and turns it into like a creepy pop-up book, which I love. Like can I get that? Just have to get as many as possible. Now I only have like one more to get. This is actually going crazy fast. I wasn't expecting this to go this quickly at all. Which, as I say, I just love the idea of that. The idea that this little planet, as I say, it's like its own little puzzle world in and of itself, because it's like a pop-up book. Do you know? And like, what couldn't you love about that? It's like, what couldn't you find utterly charming about this? Especially the background as well, where all like the ghosts are converging in. And I don't know, like I love the Blue Moon Galaxy for that. It's like an example of one of the galaxies that completely and utterly works because it's just like one of those, it's a collection of small little mini planet puzzles. And I think like the problem with Mario Galaxy 2 is that they don't kind of do enough to intersperse those kinds of galaxies with enough kind of larger galaxies to balance it out, like they did in Mario Galaxy 1. Like Mario Galaxy 1, you pretty much always had one of those, you pretty much always had like quite a large open galaxy in one of the worlds, which kind of kept everything in balance. And in Galaxy 2, it's like practically every single one of the worlds, except like Cosmic Cove and Pianta Beach, is like Flash Black Galaxy. I completely forgot about that. Could have shown that off as well, I guess. But actually what I really wanted to show off was this level, because it's my favorite galaxy in the game. So yeah, that's my main beef with Galaxy 2, is that I don't think it's actually, like, I think it's a great game, but I don't think it's actually a better game than Galaxy 1, and that seemed to be the general consensus at the time, was that it's a better game than Galaxy 1, which I don't believe to be true. That being said, Slimy Spring, this galaxy here, I adore it. It is just I love it. I'm not going to go up in there because that's the chimp challenge. I don't need to be doing the chimp challenge today. But I just love the atmosphere of this place. It's wet, it's dank, it has bats going around the place. Wait till you see what we see when we go down like lower into the depths. It's just like, oh my god, it's just like this, you're just going down into the creepy depths of the planet, and it reminds me of like that one, it always reminds me of that like one level in Castlevania 4 with the where you're, and I think I showed it in my video actually, that one level where you're like climbing up and there's like water going back down in the background, and there's that and there's water flowing down the background. Sorry, I had to like pause there for a sec. And there's like that weird music going on in the background, like doom 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 doom, and it's just, oh my god, it's so creepy. And that's what this level reminds me of, because it's just like, it's somewhat man-made but also somewhat natural, if you know what I mean. I just adore it, and it just gets creepier and creepier as we go on. Like, it's not necessarily a ghost themed level, but I just love how kind of like cool and dank it feels. And the music is really good as well. It's almost like Super Metroid music or something. It sounds like the music that plays in Meridia, and I don't know why I don't have more health here, or why I have no air. Am I supposed to have been doing something to pick up air? I suppose picking up this coin might be an idea. That's not going to be that much of an issue there. And there's like a 1-up, which that would have been a green star originally, I think, because I think this is where the green star is here. It's like really, the green star there is like really apt to like trick you out. Oh, I didn't get it. And like, as I said, like, so far we haven't seen anything really that creepy. It's just been like a dark, damp cave. But then we come in here and we start seeing like boos just appear everywhere. We're like going through here at the speed of sound, and there are just boos like floating around in here in the Slimy Spring Galaxy, and it's just like, I don't know, there's just something really cool about the atmosphere of it all. But unfortunately, it's also one of the shortest galaxies in the game, because we're coming up on the end of it right now, which is also one of my favorite parts of this. Excuse me, what's going on, Mario? Which is also one of my favorite parts of any in this game, in this entire game, which is you come out of that dank cave area out here into the sunshine, and it's just like a beautiful sunrise or sunset. Oh, I was supposed to like free Captain Toad, wasn't I? Sorry, at least there's like a shell over here. Poor Captain Toad is like locked up in that treasure chest. But yeah, I don't know, I just think it's just such like a serene yet also spooky, if you know what I mean, and that's just kind of like a really unique atmosphere. And as I say, just two like galaxies that I really appreciate about Mario Galaxy 2. I know, I spend a lot of time like ragging on it, but as I say, that's only in comparison to Galaxy 1. It's still a good game, just not better than the first one. Not like Skyward Sword, which is just all out bad. So there. There's Lubba back there in the background. Anyway, nuclear time again. How slow was I playing this game back there? Back in the day. Anyway, I'm going to say thank you for watching this contribution to Summertime Radness 2, the scary sequel. I'll see you next time.
Bye now.